2017 Jeep Wrangler radiator replacement. For that, we're gonna drain our coolant, and I like to do it this way on the bottom. Drain our coolant. We're gonna find our radiator plug over here, located right here. So we're gonna put a small hose all the way down to a container to catch all the coolant, and we're gonna lose that radiator plug. Okay, let's right. I have already in place the hose for the coolant drain. You can get a pliers from this side over here and turn it that way over there. That's how you're gonna turn it. You can get it from here, right like that, from the top, from the front. Pliers, so you can lose that up. The next step is to remove this two bolts on top, 10mm bolts. Then we're gonna remove our clips from this plastic shield, and this is what I'm using to remove it. You can use like any tool that you can pry this off and get it to come undone. Some of them are hard to come out. There you go, wet flying. You need two hands, one to hold it in place and one to put pressure on it, but you get the main idea how to remove it. Just remove this plastic shield from the top of the radiator. Next steps is to remove our air box and our hose to the throttle body. Gonna lose that bolt, 8mm bolt. Then we're gonna undo the clips here at the air box. There's a hose that you have to disconnect as well. This over here. Then you can just pull this. That's another clips over here. 4 clips. Then we're gonna get that hose disconnected and remove this air box out of the way. Right, I removed the top covers. You just pull up on it, pull up and forward. I can see that there's another connector here. It seems to be broken or something because it has some kind of electrical tape on it. So we're gonna get that undone and see what's going on in there. Just probably not catching on the tab and securing itself in place, but get that disconnected. Get this hold down. Now we have more space. I probably have to remove the air box bottom plastic box. Coolant reservoir. It has a clip here on the bottom. We're gonna remove that as well. There you go, it's out. You just pull up on it, pull up, and it comes out. Remove our air box bottom plate. We're just gonna pull from both sides, from this side and from this side over here. Pull up and the plastic tray will come out. We're going to disconnect here, this electrical connector. Just gonna press there and press and pull. There you go. Then I'm gonna remove 2 number 8 bolts. This right here, and one over here on this corner over there. So we're just gonna pull our fan up this way. All right, I already have this. Take out those 2 bolts, and then we're just gonna lift our radiator fan assembly up And there we go, our fan assembly is out, and you can clearly see here where the radiator was leaking right there. So now our next step is to remove the bottom radiator hose, upper radiator hose, and there are two support bolts. One is located here on the on this side, and then the other one on the other side over here, right here where my finger's pointing at. Right after removing our upper and lower radiator hoses and the two bolts that hold the radiator to the frame, we're gonna remove these two bolts over here, number 8 bolts. We're gonna remove this number 10 bolt, 1, 2, and 1 number 8 on the top over there. We're gonna leave that one in place. That's not necessary to remove, only the ones that are attaching to the radiator. All right, so let's do that. All right, I'll give you an update on the bolts. The bolt over there on the bottom is located right over there, right over there, and this one over here, and the one on the top as well. So I end up removing the grill, the front grill. It's not hard to remove. We're going to take the top clips right here. They go here on this side, another one here, another one here, 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 another clip right here. These are the type of clips. You just have to remove them. They're plastic clips, and also you're going to remove your connector for your fog lamps, which connector, you just press this one, the red one, you press it all the way this way, and once you get it all the way to this edge, the red one, then you can press on in here and release them. On the bottom it's just attached with some of those push-in clips. That's the bottom of the grill. You're just gonna kind of gently pull on each clip to remove them. No, we have another number 10 over here, number 8 bolt on the bracket, on this bracket over here. That one is required to be removed. It's a number 8. There are plenty of bracket bolts. This is the other bracket over here in the bottom. And I remove that bolt. We can look for the bolts later. This one is from the left tire, right in there. It's easy to get to it. It's just on this side, on the left side. Okay, I managed to get the radiator out. It is a little bit of trouble to get it out, especially on this corner over here. This corner over here, the bracket goes over here, the one that it's by the tire, the bracket that I show you to remove. This bracket sits over here like this. So once you remove the bolt, you also have to remove the bracket, and then you're gonna have to put your finger in there and pull the hoses, because it's sitting right here against it inside, and it's like this acts like a clamp. There's one and one on the bottom, so you're gonna have to pull the hoses away in order to release the grip from the metal hoses, the metal pipes or hoses. Once you do that, then it's a lot easier to remove it, because that won't allow you to remove the radiator. Like I said, it has plenty of bolts attached to it. 1, 2, 3 here, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. I believe there was another one here. 7 over here. 7 bolts that you need to remove from that side. Then there's another one over here. 8, 9 bolts. So we got it out. Now it's time to compare with the new one. From that old one, this one comes complete with a cap. So let's get to reinstall it back. Same procedure. We're gonna put it back. Take your bolts, if you had already installed it, take your bolts that hold the upper radiator in place, because you're gonna need to lift the whole radiator and push it back in order to get a wrench in there, or a ratchet with an 800mm bolt. And once you get it there, then you're gonna be able to start tightening that bolt, because without it's hard. You're gonna have to press in there and then start tightening it. But like I said, you have to push back your radiator, lift on the resting brackets, and push back, and then you can tighten that one as well. And the one on the top, I tighten it with the ratchet wrench, number 8 ratchet wrench over here on the top. So if you don't do that, it's gonna be really hard. It was easy to take them out, but once to put it back is difficult without removing the grill and then lifting up the radiator and push it back to tighten your bolts. I have almost finished my replacement. All you have to do after that is just install your cooling fan assembly. 2 bolts, one on this side, one on the other side, and make sure it catches on the bottom leg. 2 legs on the bottom, make sure it catches on them and stays in there. That way it doesn't make any noise or movement. Attach your bottom hose, your upper radiator hose as well. You can now install your front grill. I had to remove just for those bolts that were hard to maneuver in place. Also, there's a bracket here that takes a bolt in there on the bottom. So that bracket, I already installed the bolt, so make sure you install yours in place. And also here on the tire side, remember to put your plastic bracket on top of those 2 hoses and put your bolt in there. That's all. So now I'm just gonna replace my airbox, put my front grill, put some coolant on it, and start the vehicle up so we can get all the air out of the system. That's all, guys. Hopefully this video helps you out. Coolant system bleeding procedure. You're gonna find your once you add your coolant, you want to loosen this bolt over here, this plug over here on the bottom, close to the thermostat. You're gonna lose that up a little bit and release all the air that is on it, inside the system. You can do this with the vehicle off prior to turn it on. And when it's running, just untie it a little bit, loosen it up a little bit, just for the air to come out. That's how you get all the air out of your coolant system. I just use this screwdriver and untie it.